Hello everyone, this is Fantastic Worlds, welcoming you back to Lovecraft Country and the Sinking City, and this is Fantastic Worlds from the future, as events have occurred. If you've seen the channel update, that disrupted the recording of this episode, so I'm having to redo the intro. Just as a quick reminder, we are currently on the quid pro quo, in which we're attempting to locate the poisoner of the Esoteric Order of Dagon's free fish supply. We've tracked it down to a professor within the university, and now we've got to locate his address from the city records, and that is where I'll be inserting you into the narrative. Okay, let's go. Alright, so here we are facing the city hall, so let's dash in. And we've already located the city hall from previous side trekking. One of the reasons I sidetrack is that it does unlock additional parts of the city. So, boom, Hobo Hassan says we can come straight in. So, what we need to do, grab the city archives and sift through. Let's see, the poison thief, this one. This is the tag that tells you that you need it. Okay, so we do know, obviously, he is a citizen. We know he lives in Advent. That's two, but we need a third one. And I'm thinking, yeah, citizen records is what we're looking for here. Ready? Boom! George Walter Cavendish. If you ever want to find someone out, look at the tax records, because that is the records that the government will keep to the finest quality, because they want your money and they want to know how to be able to get it out of you. George Walter Cavendish, date of birth, January 26, 1886, place of birth, Oakmont. Okay, he's local. Resident Advent, St. Michael's Road, between Carpenter Street and Constitution Street, flat 2. Hey, we're into apartment buildings now. Professor of Biology, University of Maine, and he is divorced. All right, so we have the George Cavendish profile. That will take us to the map. Yeah, I know. Absolutely. Most detective work, by the way, is a lot of bench work and searching through records. The whole thing of shooting out, it's mostly fiction. If you're doing it right, you never really have to see any sort of violence. Let's see. So let's figure out what we need here. George Cavendish profile. Okay, St. Michael's Road in Advent. Okay, first of all, we pop over to Advent. It should be right here. Carpenter Street and Constitution Street. Okay, University, Constitution. There's Carpenter and Constitution. There it is right there on St. Michael's Road. Okay, so he's right here. Okay, we can just pop out and run down the street to that way. Okay, you don't have to do the fade in and out. All right, so yeah, bureaucrats are all like, you can't even, okay, I was about to say something about her smoking inside a public building, but it's the 1930s. If you're not smoking, you're considered to be the abnormal one. All right, so I think this is what direction you want to go in. No, I want to take a right. Oops, this way. Think about it. It's a lot easier to navigate. If you don't know the area, it's actually easier to navigate outside where you can see all of the landmarks. If you do know an area, the urban areas are easier to navigate because you recognize all the landmarks.
Find something you like. Cheaper than the rest.
Can't buy anything. There's no merchant in this game. Just imagine. The thing is, in a place like this, any area where it's basically populated mostly by refugees, people will be selling off their family heirlooms in order to eat. So if you're that sort of vulture, hey, you manage to hold on to cash as things destabilize, you can become very, very rich, as many of the founders of the oligarchs that are plaguing our world today actually have done. In fact, if you remember the Katrina hurricane in the United States, eastern United States, years and years ago, right after it hit, a whole bunch of people, including Donald Trump, ran around and bought up property that had been all but destroyed. There we go. Buy. Okay, so cool. There's.
The door won't budge.
I need to break into some people's places and get stuff. Interesting. This is probably where people put the stuff that they're getting rid of. Later on, they'll put it out in the corner. Never get a couch in the corner. It probably has bed bugs. All right. That sound in the background. This is interesting. Want it? Take it. It's free. Okay. Interesting. All right.
The door won't budge.
We know how to do here. A little breaking and entering will be fine. There we go. All right. So apparently he's not home, or you rushed in to confront us and you've beaten the crap out of him with a trowel, or eventually entrenching tool. Entrenching tools are fucking deadly. I'll tell you that much. Nice little axe you can keep around you. Perfectly legal. Ah, EOD is
This
banned.
Cavendish guy did an impressive investigation, and the EOD is in the center of all of it.
Well, he is a terrorist. Newspaper issue February. Disturbance in the shells as fighting breaks out between locals and Innsmouthers. Oh yeah, we caused a riot earlier. The cause and conflict appeared to be the disappearance of several women, locals accusing the group of Innsmouther of the crime. That's because they were taken as breeding stock for deep ones. And yes, it's as horrible as you can imagine. And of all people, Alan Moore wrote a comic book about it that he's currently ashamed of due to how, let's just say, graphic it was. The Oakmont police continue investigating the vanishings, but as yet the case remains unsolved. That's because they don't actually investigate things. Cops usually don't. One source of the shells is like their clearance rate is in the mid-20s. On average. One source from the shells report that traces of fish scales and seaweed are found in multiple systems homes which seem to precipitate the fight. Okay, so, yeah, there's some motive. Newspaper article, March, going, gone, body count rises, vanishes continue around Oakmont. Locals are in a panic with most of the reported disappearances occurring in the Shell's Salvation Army in Grimhaven Bay. Captain Carol Lyons of the Oakmont Police put out a call for information. Evidence suggests a link between the disappearance of the charity organization EOD that has risen to prominence among the city's poor, said Lyons. Most of the victims seem to have joined the group or been a recipient of their alms. We encourage anyone with information to come forward. The Chronicle reports reminds readers to avoid any suspicious newcomers, especially Innsmouthers, to remain home during evening hours. Stay alert. That was a different time. This is factless. Westerbrook usually has his lunch about 2, get some soap. This is how he got the key copy that get him the Riken, that he's poisoned the fish with, which is an absolutely horrible poison. Neurotoxin. Ugh, gods. New hauls of fish arrive every 2 days. An ounce per box will be enough. Unfortunately true. The guards spend most of their time on the second floor during the night. Way to think about avert depression from Westerbrook. Don't want to become to any harm. Oh, okay, well, at least there's that. The guy who you poison you're stealing wouldn't want to get into trouble. And don't forget to return the flask to storage. You didn't. You left it at the scene of the crime. It is a crime. Okay, we've got those. Okay, we've got some Mind Palace going too. All right, so let's see what we got. Guards afraid of Anna. Nope. Okay, let's unlock that. EOD rank sling, EOD spine. Nope. Nope. Alright. Okay. Yeah. Like anything goes together here. Whoa! EOD's operations are shady. The EOD has much more going on in charity organizations. They're dirty. I know it. Whereism isn't a good. Oof. Alright, so yeah, we got this. So we've decided that they're shady. Well, didn't really have to. That wasn't really a miracle there. Okay, and lore, we got the documents. Yep, the articles that we just did. Tag from the baby carriage, which is a little weird. Hate to say this, but probably means the kid did unfortunately died, which is very, very common in these times. Infant mortality is... The rate of infant mortality is usually an indicator of how much the society cares about their kids. I mean, in general, because infant mortality is easy to lower if you're just willing to let people live in good conditions and have food. Otherwise, the most vulnerable, such as the elderly and the poor and pregnant women, are going to be the ones who suffer first. And since the latter two are what keep your population up, it's kind of a silly thing to do.
Judging by the layer of dust on it, this ring hasn't been worn in a long time. And why keep it around?
Why stare at it for months? Yeah, this is not indication that there are unsub, if you remember that particular acronym from wherever, what was it? I think it's CSI Naval. What was it called? It's CSI Navy something or other. They called them unsubs, I think. Or was it Criminal Minds? At that point, there were so many shows about forensic and psychological policing that, it was kind of a... Oh, here we go. All right. We know what to do now. Cue it up. Oops, first. Hey, I saw you there.
Fancy dresses locked away in a dark corner for a long time. I'm starting to smell some deep family trauma here.
You think? All right, hold on. We almost got this. Okay.
I loved you. I always loved you.
Okay. I'm sensing issues. All right, so we got another one of our post-cognition things going on here. Or post-cognition.
You will never understand our cause. My child is blessed by the sea.
Wait, that's
I'm
Anna.
leaving
Oh,
you,
Anna.
George.
Wait, this is Anna's ex, the one who's in charge of the cult recruitment. Because she's not in charge of the cult, she's in charge of cult recruitment. Because you always, like I said, say the pretty ones, so pretty loyal ones out.
George, I can't live like this anymore. There's something I have to tell you.
So you joined a cult to get away from being a housewife? I mean, I can see it, but I'm not the best choice of a new career. On the other hand, a lot of the stuff's already taken care of. You're not getting a salary, mind you, but you do have, worshippers and adherents sending you money.
I don't care what your damn EOD cult demands, Anna. I thought the child was mine.
Oh my god, this is drama.
Okay, let's see what we have here.
Okay, so you screwed a fishman, Anna, while you were still married? Oh, that's just low rent.
George, I can't live like...
I don't care.
Oh,
what
she's the one
your
who tossed
damn
it down.
EOD cult demands, Anna.
You will never understand our cause. My child is blessed by the sea.
Yay, it's
I'm
going to become an
leaving you,
ugly fish
George.
person.
George Cavendish. He had a wife named Anna. She had a baby that was not his, but blessed by the sea and claimed by the EOD. This caused their split.
Alright, cool. Now what? Oof. What does happen to us? I guess we're just staring into space when we're doing that. Okay, embolism. Okay, I've heard of a waterbed. This is ridiculous. Oh, God, they're... David Lynch, I guess is... Oh! Hi, Dagon. I've always thought Dagon and Godzilla would be a good match.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Calm down. My name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator.
Just took a nap on your floor.
Right now, you look like someone who's breaking into my house. A burglar. Explain yourself.
Well, I could just say Mr. 9mm says I don't have to worry about your questions, but... Alright, I'm not going to say Anna sent me. Obviously, there's some drama there.
Oh, sorry. Is this making you angry? Yeah, two can play at that game, and believe me, I've got plenty of anger for the both of us.
How dare you?
I'm only going to ask politely once.
Hey!
Then
We think
let
the same
God
way.
do the talking.
Fine. Yes, it was me. But I had a good reason to do it. It all comes back to Anna.
Oh, oh, Jesus, look at his eyes. I swear they're making his character profile look more and more strung out as we go.
Oh, this should be fun. What's your good reason for poisoning innocent people? You know the EOD are feeding the hungry, don't you?
No, that's exactly the problem. They're not doing it out of charity. They do it to spread their influence and recruit new members.
No.
Some of those initiates, as they call them, vanish without a trace. And not just them. They kidnap ordinary folks, too.
And poisoning the fish would prevent this how?
Oh, you see, not everyone in this city believes in the EOD yet. They have opposition among the citizens, both rich and poor. A rumor of the EOD's fish being poisonous and several incidents would be enough to undermine the EOD by sparking fear and mistrust.
Still terrorism.
What's Anna got to do with all this?
As you might have already gleaned, she was my wife.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it all starts to come together now.
The EOD robbed me of her. It all started with the free fish.
We were short on food at the time.
Tenured
and then they
professor?
hooked her with their nonsense about the benevolent sea and greater good. I looked past it for some time, but then,
She became pregnant.
yes. At first, I was over the moon. But then one day she came to me, that snake,
That eel.
told me that the child was not mine. She said it was blessed by the sea, that it was demanded by the EOD. Doom take them! I couldn't stand it. I just couldn't.
Okay.
There must be another way to deal with the EOD. Like, if their crimes are that obvious, why don't you just go to the police?
They're resourceful, those sons of hagfish. They maintain a squeaky clean image, and they're good at it. I tried going to the police. They were no help at all. And I'm not suicidal enough to make it public and take them to court.
So what's your next move?
I was interrupted and couldn't finish my task. The EOD received a fresh haul of fish, but now they're on alert and raised their guard. I understand I'm in no position to ask. But after reviewing all the facts I've presented to you, Mr. Reed, would you agree to help me?
I'm going to ask this part first.
What did she mean? Blessed by the sea.
What do you think is the cause of Innsmouth syndrome in people?
Living in Innsmouth?
That K-forsaken place has nothing to do with it. It comes from breeding with monsters. These sea creatures they call Deep Ones.
Nope, they don't.
They take our women and they spoil them with their seed.
Oof.
Then they
Oof.
give birth to degenerate fish-faced offspring.
Okay. That's all right. First of all, of course, one of the roots of racism is the fear that other people will start mating with women. I swear, it's true. I'm talking about degenerate races mingling with the noble white women. White, in this case. There's also it depends really where you are. In India, obviously, it's the dominant caste there. In China, it's the Chinese. Russia, it's Russian. You get where we're going with this. And what happens is that's why you need to keep the borders sealed and run them out of town, because they'll come sniffing around. So what happens is Lovecraft, of course, put that, because he was a racist in 1930s standards, put that in his work, which is where we have the Deep Ones, and kind of, like I said, going with it within in-universe. After all, I'm playing a prejudiced character at the moment. But yeah, that's where it all came from, or the whole concept of the hybrid, of the Innsmouth hybrid fish person.
Where did you learn all of this? This information about the EOD?
After Anna left, I had nothing. But I did have a lot of time to research Innsmouthers, the EOD, and the story behind them.
The Shadow
It's
over
an
Innsmouth.
old and powerful organization. They appeared back in the mid-19th century in Innsmouth, and the first people with the Innsmouth syndrome started showing up around that same time.
Correct, that's backstory.
Perhaps not coincidentally.
Ah, of course not. And the EOD is immensely rich. The sudden rise to power of the Blackwood family happened right after they joined them.
All right, I'm listening. I'm not going to execute him here.
Keep talking. Now, what is it you want from me?
Poison the rest of the fish. It's spreading, but it's not enough. The EOD trusts you enough to deal with me, so it should be simple for you. My agent inside the EOD reports that they've just received a fresh haul. That's your
What exactly? I would need something in exchange.
Your agent inside the EOD. Is he fairly high up the ranks?
Ah, I see where this is going. You need something from the EOD too.
Yeah. I'm trying to find a certain person who may be held by them.
My agent can arrange that. If someone is being held by the EOD, he'll know it. It's a win-win situation.
All right. Look, I'm gonna need to think about this.
Of course. But don't be too long. I'm going to need an answer before I let you go. I hope you can understand why.
Okay, so the door behind me is locked. And also, we should hit the Mind Palace according to this. And we've got a bunch of stuff to consider. First of all, yes, apparently the breakup of the EOD, she made it with a fish person. All right, so we've got more here. Guard. Anna? Yep, Anna is a zealous servant of the EOD, and she will follow any instructions without hesitation. Alright, filthy liars. Covering over the EOD, shady ambition to take over a city. Dishonest charity work on behalf. Yeah, we already know this shady. Filthy liar. Yeah. We know she's bad. But the question is, do we actually want to poison part of the city in order to do so? But, yeah. Okay, so... Question is... And... Which has poisoned the fish to undermine EOD charitable operations. Desperate savior. Psychopath. Thing is, he's both. Yeah, we're going to say psychopath. Basically means that we're dealing with two bads here. Either it's the EOD we are going to be... Well, first of all, let's put this from a purely practical, non-moral point of view. Which one of them is going to help us? Anna or George? Highest chance is George. Because what George is doing is horribly wrong, but on the other hand, he has no motives besides revenge, while the cult itself is... Those say that the cult itself is essentially trying to take over the world one city at a time, one port city at a time. So, yeah, turning him into Anna will just get him killed. On the other hand, we could use his contact. So if I was actually doing this in RL RPG, which would give me a lot more freedom of choice, I would fake poisoning the fish and then take in the agent sort of thing. But the game's probably not going to let me do that. I'm going to have to basically make a bad decision. And I am going to probably pretend to go along with George if that's possible, to basically betray everyone, which seems to be my playstyle at this point, and it seems to be doing me quite well. All right, so we're going to need to we can get all the clues. So is there something we're missing here? All right, you know me. I want to get that 184. All right, cool.
So,
Alright, so I'll help lie.
I've thought about your proposition. Your methods stink, and your plan stinks. Still, the EOD is a threat, and I'm not gonna help them anymore. I'm in.
you're doing a great favor for this city, Mr. Reed. Never doubt that.
Yeah, I'm trying not to. Remind me what it is I have to do.
You need to poison the fresh haul of fish at the EOD storage. It's heavily guarded, but you'll figure out something, I've no doubt. I'll be back later. I need to see my agent. Find me after you're done. Here's the address and some ricin.
What, you just carrying it?
Very careful with it.
Yeah, will do. I'm not quite ready to die yet.
Okay, so 184, so key evidence, that should be it. Ooh, I can report George. Right, because he used the lie one. We gotta go back to the fish store that opens it back up again. Which means that I could be able to get whatever evidence we missed last time. Which I believe somebody pointed out was a book up next to the model things. Okay, so all evidence has been taken.
Yes? Do you need something? What is it?
Playing coy, are we? Anyways. Alright, so yeah, sorry about breaking your lock, dude. Anyways, let's go deal with it. Now, according to the casebook, we can also turn in George. I can go to Anna at any time and turn him in. I have a flask full of ricin. His request is we can go back to the fish storage. We've already been there. It's kind of weird that it remarks it, by the way. Map. Yeah, back here. However, there's no teleport booth around there, so... And I'm going to have to take the water, so I'll just pop in and out and catch you on the far side, okay? Okay, so here we're back at the fish storage. You do recall our good friend George here. Now, you remember last episode of the main plot, we did not turn him in for incompetence, and I told you that would give us a little bit of a pull inside the cult. We're about to probably see what that pull is, because if we had betrayed George, you think he'd still be here? Alright, let's talk to the man.
See me praised, Mr. Reed. Good to see you again.
Yeah, how's it going?
Still guarding this old piece of drock, as you can see.
Alright.
Mind if I go inside?
Sure, no problem with that. Stay as long as you want.
Yeah.
Harold, listen to me carefully. If you want to keep breathing, you gotta skip town. Now. You're taking a lot of heat on account of that fish poisoning. The EOD is on it like a dog on a bone, and they will find out the truth eventually.
What? I don't believe it.
Daryl, I'm saying this only because you're a real stand-up guy and I respect you. Leave this place, forget about the EOD, or it will kill you.
Fine, fine. You've always been on the level with me. I'll leave.
Don't be
Interesting.
a stranger, Daryl.
May the sea protect you, Mr. Reed.
Oh, that's kind of interesting. I didn't actually choose that part, so it's part of the plot, apparently. Okay, so Mind Palace is up and going. So basically I have to take a dangerous savior. Yeah, alright. So that's what it could. It's causing a paradox because I can't have the both doing at the same time here. So first things first, let's go see if that piece of evidence up there will give me 184 more experience. Also, it's lore. You know how I like lore. Alright. Book, you said, right? There's somewhere, or did they get all removed? Oh, it's probably been removed. Probably lost it. Oh, well. The only thing I can do is load an old save and then try it. Oh, nope. Oh, no, that's just this. You know, I'll take the stuff. In fact, I should probably check inventory. What are we doing for bullets? Ooh, we're a bit weak here. Alright. Yeah, it's just 18 rounds or so in both. Well, let's... First, I should probably use that grenade at some point. Ooh, and crafting got us a bonus one. It's cool. We have 3 free magazines now. Alright, cool. We may have to murder some people on the way out. I'm not going to kill George. He's too nice to me. Anyways, I mean, apparently we decided... Well, my guess is that he did that in order to remove any potential... I mean, main character here, Mr. Reed, did that in order to remove any potential issues that may occur from what he's about to do, because he's the only evidence one, right? Alright. Do we... Alright. If I was actually... don't mind that. It's just a desktop. Get rid of that. If I was to actually do this in RPG style, I would simply fake the poisoning. I would do the poisoning, then tell Anna. But in the meantime, we're essentially committing terrorism because the game is making me. The other alternative is to have Anna kill George, and that unfortunately causes things to become problematic. I need that contact. Alright, so... First of all, poison them. I'd also, after the fact, tell Anna to prevent it from being used for actually anybody dying as a result. But again, this is not something the game's going to allow us to do. Oh, cool. Get all evidence. Oh, this is what it is. We don't all evidence collect until we do this part. Now we get the 184. Maybe I did get that thing before, but no 184 experience? I am so disappointed. Oh, boy. Anyways, so, yeah, what is our plot up to at this point? We come back and tell him, I think. Alright. Now I must speak to him. I was meet him at the corner of Hawking and Liberty Road near First Storage. Okay, so that Hawking and Liberty. There's Hawking we're on, and Liberty goes, yep, he'll be just down the road. I don't think we have to mark it. We should be able to just find him. Alright, cool. Apparently the entire night passed while we were in there. Well, it takes a while to poison these fish individually. Alright, so here's the corner. Ah, there he is.
It's done. The fish have been poisoned.
Perfect. This will make a decisive blow to the EOD in Oakmont. You've done a great thing, Mr. Reed.
Your contact better be worth the trouble, George.
He's already waiting for you in the basement of the fish market. His name's Fred. You'll need to tell him a password.
Oh, you're kidding me. Passwords?
It's just as bad as the EOD.
Oh, yes. We decided to use this
Oh.
EOD feature against them. Ironic, don't you think? Funny, even.
Great.
Right, funny. Yeah. Yeah, I think I just split my sides laughing.
Anyway, the password is, the sea is a cruel mistress. Good luck.
True. That's... Oh.
Do you know anything about Harriet Doe? A professor from the university.
Harriet. Ah, yes, I remember her. Brilliant anthropologist. It was always a pleasure to read her articles. Is it her you're looking for?
Well, you know... Yeah, he's going to make the conclusion anyways. We are not going to make him upset, so let's see if we can get any evidence.
She participated in Throgmorton's little, expedition to the depths. That's where the EOD captured her.
Oh, kidnapping promising female scientists from the university must have become a hobby for them. Freaks.
Not exactly a bad motive. They're looking to increase the intelligence of their fish people, because you notice people like, George over there. I mean, not exactly the brightest people, because they've been doing it with fishermen, which fishermen have their skills, but book knowledge is not one of them.
Bye.
Yeah, okay, so it's contact. We get back to the fish market. Don't really need a marker for that. It's all the way over here, and again, we're going to have to do some running, so I'll spare you. Hang on. Alright, so here we are back at the gorgeous fish market, and apparently it's got a basement. So, let's find that basement. I think this one's gone, guys. You want to cut it down. Alright. Looking for somebody who looks extremely out of place. Besides us. Huh. And it's not here. Probably plot development. Anyways, here it is. I recognize this basement. Kind of entrance sort of thing. It's kind of common in New England, this flat to metal cart. Alright, so cool. Alright then, let's go to the torture basement. I am not kidding about the torture basement, by the way, if you recall. That should be you. Give me a moment, I gotta loot some stuff. Oh, well, this looks like totally on the level, dudes, don't you think? Yeesh. Free fish for a while, and then they lock you up here and torture you to death to their god Dagon. Paint these symbols in your blood, because since how quickly blood dries, they probably got to be up for a good new one every 8 hours or so. So, if you're wondering why the population of the city is dwindling, it's not just poor living conditions. Don't have anything to loot here. I hate cultists. They're always so poor.
Hello? Your name Fred?
Might be. What do you want?
See, it's a cruel mistress. Wait, hang on.
This is a shady kind of place to lurk. You waiting for someone?
That's my business, not yours. You got a point to make it.
It's funny, The water's choppy, the weather bad, and I miss sailing more than ever. It's like they say, the sea is a cruel mistress.
I know what you mean. But listen, I've got a story you might enjoy. You're looking for Professor Lowe, ain't that right? The scientist the Order kidnapped. I think we can help each other.
How do you mean? You know where she is?
Slow down, buddy. Helping each other is not the same as let me just tell you everything.
Oh, God. Let's talk about the Order.
What is this order you mentioned?
Yeah. You don't know, do you? EOD. It really stands for the Esoteric Order of Dagon.
Dagon.
An old being from the depths of the sea. In books, they show him as a monstrous amphibian. Innsmouthers worship him as a god. And of course, they make sacrifices to him. In blood.
Okay. The thing is, I never quite figured that one out. Yeah, the blood sacrifice has a purpose in the occult, but it's not really what you think. It's a complicated subject, and it touches on several different types of tradition. Now, the one you usually see here in fiction, like in Hollywood and such, is based on the fact that it's evil. Murder is evil, therefore people do evil things, and thus they must sacrifice blood. I mean, theoretically, if they're using the blood to empower magic, that would be, well, I guess that would be a thing they would do, but it just seems like they do it on a regular calendar to make Dagon feel better or appease him, I guess. I don't know. Never really gotten into that. Lore's never really been expanded on why Dagon and the others do blood sacrifice, because in universe, all these beings are alien gods that don't care about humans one way or the other.
Well, it's not like I have
Oops, wrong one.
I gotta find the scientist. Now, what's the price?
Believe me, I'll be glad to help you find her. But I need a little help first.
Yeah, I figured.
You've seen some of the city now, am I right? You've in England what's coming? I want out of the Order and the city before it hits. Trouble is, it's much easier to get into the Order than to leave. Give the slightest hint of it, you've signed your death warrant. I need somebody to get me out of the city on the quiet. And that's not an easy thing these days, my friend.
I've no idea how to help you with that.
Ain't you a detective? There are people in the city, smugglers, who know what to do. Find them. That's how you can help. See, I've heard whispers about ads in the newspaper. A new ad every week talking about Salvation Harbor. Maybe start
Well,
there.
back to the newspaper.
Alright, fine. I'll look into it. But your lead on the professor had better be worth it.
I know where they've got her. I can get you there. You just find me a way out fast, or I might be too dead to be any use to you.
Okay, so we need to report to Mr. Throgmorton before actually doing this. It's probably how we formally end the mission. But yeah, I'll report back. It should be easy enough to do so, I think. Where is the closest phone booth? Well, bit of a distance. Once more, I will, of course, pop in and out. Hang on. Okay, so here we are back in the good part of town, or what passes for the good part of town. Let's see. Here. Right then. This way. The big house, as it were. Okie dokie. I'm not sure why we're reporting back. We haven't actually found Mr. Are you eating him like cake? Jesus Christ, it is cake. What have you done? What kind of funeral is this? That's okay. So yeah, the interior is, you can see the interior. So yeah, maybe I'll have a piece. I don't know. Would you? It's a strange tradition. I'm also trying to figure out where they got a bakery that can do that.
I know who's behind Professor Doe's kidnapping. It's an organization called the Esoteric Order of Dagon. Most of them stick to the fish market, but they seem to have agents everywhere. Even the university.
I knew there was something fishy about the EOD.
It's all
One
that.
of those filthy Innsmouthers. I'll tear it to the ground.
What? Okay. Whoa. All right. Suddenly, after playing for 5.5 episodes as a filthy racist, we apparently are swinging around to the liberal argument on this one, because I would really like a choice here that does not make me sound like I'm desperately trying to virtue signal for the fish people. I'm going to do this because all Innsmouthers are bad, or I'm sorry, that's the truth that we've had so far, except for Daryl, and he's just too stupid to be evil. All right.
Actually, most of the EOD members...
Ooh, this is a good point.
And for what it's worth, the only Innsmouther I spoke to was a nice guy. You ought to examine your prejudices.
Are you calling me a bigot, Reed?
I don't know. Do I... Yeah. You do not call your boss a bigot.
Robert, listen. Something needs to change. You holding a grudge against Innsmouthers ain't making anything better for anyone. Those who fan the flames of hatred always end up burnt in the end.
They killed my son, for Kay's sake!
I know. But what did you do to prevent it? You made yourself their enemy instead of helping them. What did you expect would happen? You chose to brand them newcomers and leave them to suffer just like you did with me. The only difference is that I'm useful to you. No wonder desperate Innsmouthers would seek refuge from a radical organization like
I'm
the
feeling
EOD.
like the authors had something
They
to
have nowhere
say.
else to turn.
I shall think about what
Okay,
you
so-
said.
All right, so let's knock this down. From a practical point of view, Charles is right. If you immediately go into prejudice against somebody, they will immediately orientate in polarity against you, and then choose to orientate to anyone that is against you, whether or not it's in their best benefit. Like a lot of people, for example, are from the West, support Russia's ambitions in Ukraine, despite the fact that Russia says they want to kill every person Westerner because they have a grudge against the West. I mean, yeah, the West is pretty bad in a lot of things, and somebody's pointed out that Russia's trying to colonize Ukraine, and both the West is a colonialist empire, so it's becoming off of a bit lopsided. I mean, when you come right down to it, it's essentially two empires in a proxy war in Ukraine fighting, but the thing is, my sympathy lies for the people who are kind of stuck between them. So, yeah. Besides, the Russians aren't exactly... I mean, when it comes to empires, there's empires, and then there's empires. And the West versus Russia, I mean, in the old days, in the Cold War, in my time, yeah, you used to be able to tell which empire was better, but it's getting a little muddier these days. Suffice it to say, I mean, Russia go home. Anyway, about my task.
Back to business. I'll continue my search for Professor Doe. I have a promising lead. You have anything else to tell me?
Your task remains the same. Find Harriet and bring
What's left of
her
her?
back. You say we are dealing with an entire organization? Well, I have something for you that might help our cause should things take a turn. Now leave. I've heard enough from you.
Well, he's still... Shotgun. Boom. Red's demand 1 knowledge point. Okay, new fathers and sons. This is a little weird.
I'm not in the mood for chit-chat, Mr. Reed.
Okay, well, okay. Casebook has gone to fathers and sons. Fred to the EOD is keeping Professor Harriet Doe, leader of Lost Expedition. Salvation shows, obviously we're going to the newspapers yet. We still got some time left in the episode, so we'll move on to that. But... okay, Mind Palace, no clues. Alright, so we should get that. Let's get that knowledge point. We're not too far off in the other experiences either. So we have a shotgun now. Alright. Battle rifle, where's the shotgun? Tight spring, load 2 additional shells in the car. The double barrel, there we go. Oh, trench sweeper. The question is if we want to do that. First thing we want to do, by the way, is we're going to carry 4 more shotgun rounds. Because you notice it said that we couldn't carry anymore. So obviously we got some shotgun rounds. If you check our inventory, we're only carrying 8 at the moment, which means now hopefully we can carry 12 as we do so. Obviously it takes 3 gunpowder. Oof, that is a lot of work. Yeah, the metal scrap plus the gunpowder plus case shells. You could actually hand pack a shotgun round a lot easier than carrying these ones. That one I'd actually go with. But yeah, we're kind of light on gunpowder. We always seem to be light in gunpowder. Anyways, so let's pop over to the... let's see. Save me some, guys. I'm feeling hungry, actually. Let's pop over to the Chronicle. See if they've got any more interview fodder for us, because they really just asked what our background is. For all we know, however, they could be an EOD agent that is secretly taking information from us. Be paranoid. It's the only way you're going to survive a Lovecraftian world. But there we go. Okay, so here we are over at the Chronicle. I know I've been going in about current times. The thing is, I've actually studied the 1930s, and seeing the parallels between then and now, replacing Germany with Russia, it's just a bit chilling. I mean, you just replace Czechoslovakia with Ukraine, and if the West hadn't done anything about it, we'd be on the same page again. Alright, talk to me.
Stay safe.
Alright. Not really useful, but you're not the only person out here who seems to be nice to me. Right then, Fred's demand. Okay, we need to Salvation Army. That is our... oh wait, district. Salvation Harbor. Advertisements. Where is that? Excellent. And now, period. I guess after the flood now. Toothless Bob's Wake. The time had come to send Toothless Bob on his final journey. The time of the Seven Oaks Bar at the crossroads of Calmstert and Salvation. I think that's the bar we started at. Where is it? Right. Oakmont City Port. Yeah, what was it they said? It's Mark. Alright. Seven Oaks Bar at Western Salvation Harbor. That's not... oh, it's not where I think it is. Okay, Salvation Harbor is here. West Side is here. Calmstroke and Calm Shore and Salvation. No, Salvation. Where's Calm Shore? Oh, wait, it's right at the bloody place. Ooh, this will be pretty easy to do. Alright. So, yeah, I mean, I don't even have to fade in and out. We can just run her out. Excuse me. Coming through.
Knock it off.
No. Alright, so I'll run back to the booth. We'll pop over there, and I guess there's a better bar in town. I guess one's for Innsmouth people, and one's for the cops. It's a great thing about the cops. They're, you know, the rich people, even if they are half-ape, they're the ones who are going to fight them at the fancy parties and tell them they're good people, while the poor are going to hate them. So, hey, didn't I say a whole thing about alienation, polarization, and the potential for it being for violence? All holds up. Alright, so now we're here, and we need to locate the bar. Okay, it should be that difficult to okay, it's definitely this place over here, because it's looking, you know, a little fancier. Seven Oaks, there we go, 47 experience. Only 200 or so necessary to get to the next level. Okay, so However, the interior looks the same. Gods. And there's the atmosphere. Okay. Are you like the auxiliary police department?
It's you, the man who made the boss blow a gasket. Caleb never thought a newcomer would make him look such a fool to Mr. Throgmorton.
It's not my fault you guys didn't check the warehouse.
I know. No hard feelings, pal. Impressive work finding the killer.
Ah, he wants something.
Maybe you can help me with another one. The name's Sam Shaw. Take your drink and let's talk.
You're
Didn't I hear
paying?
something about a prohibition?
Of course. This place merely sells juice. Old fermented grape juice.
Wine?
A tonic for your health. So, how about that business?
I don't work for free.
We can talk, but I don't work for free.
I know. Still, the task is simple, so I can't offer a lot. I just need a few photos of crime scenes. What do you say?
Don't want to provoke him, but I do like the extra.
You're the police officer. Why can't you take the photos yourself?
The cases fell to other detectives, but they've let them slip through the cracks.
Ooh,
I
cold
can't
case.
go behind the backs, but an outside.
Ah. So he's basically going to get the... He's going to get the... Wait, do you have slits? Are you a fish person? He's going to get all of the benefits by solving cold cases other people neglected, which is going to get him into trouble because nobody likes somebody makes him look bad. And I'm going to get the stink, but he's willing to pay me for it. So yeah, it's a transaction basically. My reputation and well used for some money, which really is how most capitalism boils down. Anyways,
Tell me where to find the bodies.
Here are 3
Oh,
file cards
there's a
with
line.
names and addresses. Bring me photos of the victims, then I can start to get this moving.
wait, the bodies are still
I'll
there.
be waiting upstairs for those 3 photos. Please, try to be discreet in this matter.
Oh yeah, we also noticed that anytime there's a dead body, there's wild beasts. All right, cool. New case, extra hours. All right, but we should go talk to this guy.
Maybe, maybe not.
Oh wait,
What makes you think I know anything?
why do we skip that? I came for Toothless Bob's
I've
wake.
heard they're having a wake for Toothless Bob here.
That may be true, but I don't know you from Adam.
Well,
Prove
I
you're
actually
some
am.
gumshoe.
Oh wait, we're doing like we're doing a Boston accent or attempt at it.
Actions speak louder than words. Maybe I can prove myself by helping you out with something. Solving problems is my specialty.
Don't want to be Throgmorton.
Okay. What about a little favor? Nothing fancy, don't worry.
Don't
I
worry.
expected a package to be delivered ages ago, but the courier still hasn't shown. Find out what's taken him so long. Here's the address.
I gotta go rescue
One
someone
more thing.
or retrieve the body.
If you don't find him, bring the package back, will ya? It's a crate full of the water of life, if you catch my drift.
Wait, what? From Arrakis? Okay, cool. Probably not a Dune reference.
Bye.
All right, favor for the bartender. What do we got? Casebook. Favor. Bob Wake. Courier went missing a house on Leave Coffin Street, not far from Marsh Bay. Okay, so we place on map. Okay, Western Grimhaven Bay. Yeah, a lot of... Okay, so we're back here. Levi Coffin Avenue. All right. Wait, west on this side. Silly. Left Coffin, not far from the crossroads of Marsh Avenue. Where is Marsh Avenue? Ah, there it is. Alright, so unfortunately, again, there's not really much of a, we have to do a bit of a trek, so yeah, catch you on the other side. Okay, so we pop back down in here for a bit. Let's see what we can see. Now, getting here was kind of rough. I had to dodge a few infected zones. Turns out you have to come in through the way up here to come down through here. There's an infected zone all throughout other locations, so yeah, did some running. Let's see what we got here. Alright, so the electrical's out, but it's pretty much the same way it is across here. We're looking for any sign. Alright, so stuffage. Sheesh. Can't carry any more what? What exactly are we close? Never mind the sparks rolling down there. But yeah, let's see. Currently we're maxed out on appears to be springs and spare metal. On the other hand, we could probably use a couple more a couple more shotgun rounds. So, that out of the way. What else we got here? Alright, let's head up first. Always like check the upper level first. Oop, what do we got? Oh, some bullets. Always good. Now, when you give us bullets, I start worrying. Alright. File cabinet's interesting. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, more stuff. What is stuff for... Ooh, I know. I'm getting obsessed with the shotgun. So. Boom. There we go. I have my boomstick, and I definitely need more gunpowder. Now, the layout's identical to EOD warehouse, but we're kind of getting used to this. And more stuffage. Good, I could use more stuffage. Okay, so, and lots of flies. So many flies. What was that? What's everything else? Stairs. Right then. Ah, now we have clues.
Left by something heavy with wheels.
Alright, cart of some sort. Good to know. Oh boy. Let's try beating it to death. Okay. Okay, we're definitely in trouble now. Let's switch out to the wheel. Oh boy. Fun! Alright, let's... Come on up. Ha! Got you. Okay, definitely need the bigger... It's here. I'm gonna use a shotgun shell. Still use cover. Oh, gods. Not gonna stay out in the open. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Cover's your friend. Cover is your friend. Okay, well, there I used up some ammo. On the other hand, I'm feeling good about that use of ammunition. Didn't use the shotgun, however, so that's a thing that happened. Alright, let's go see what they were guarding, and see if we've got any quick extra... Ish, definitely short in gunpowder. Alright, we definitely need more gunpowder. Wish you could goddamn trade in this game. I mean, they say they have an economy based on bullets, but you see any evidence of it? Nope. Yes. Okay, we got like glowy heads. No, wrong button. Okay, we might be able to get a single bullet done here. Quick in and out. There you go. Right. So, let me guess. That mark means... Yep. One of those magic doorways. Alright. Oh, crying out loud. Alright, let's reload that. Don't need to swing at it. Okay, snap out of it, dude. Alright, so.
The blood's almost dry.
Oh, that looks bad. Okay, alright.
Empty. It reeks of gasoline.
I perceive bad things have happened here, because we do know that these monsters like bodies. Okay, so, I know, I'm getting obsessive about this, but... Sort of bring it... Oh, can't do that. Oof. Need more gunpowder. Always need more gunpowder.
I've seen ashes like this before. Well, that's one way to get rid of a corpse.
Yeah, I don't think gasoline burns that hot, dude. I mean, it's like, gonna have been like jet fuel to be able to do that, because human bodies do not actually, you know, combust well. We're mostly made out of water. Okay, let's see. What do we got here in the happy fun place? We got the whispering again, and we probably should... Oosh, last one, too. Alright. Don't know if I have enough for it, but we definitely should check that. Oh, good. Get a couple of those in place. Screw it, we got so much. Get all three. Alright. Oh, and we also have knowledge point. Question is, do we have... Yeah, we've got the extra magazine. We've got the extra... shells for the shotgun. We've got a natural recovery, but I was thinking either we do heavy melee attacks or vitality increase, or falling damage doesn't hurt. I don't think that one's a huge issue. But yeah, there's also this one. Explosives. We can't get this one yet. We have to get all three of them, but 15% chance save material. It's actually kind of good, but we're going to go for straight up More melee damage, because you never run out of bullets with melee. And if we have to do melee, we want to kill them quickly. Alright. Alright, a whiskey crate. Great. And this must be the still. Whoa. Okay, we got them. Oh, and more of this. It's like one of everything that time. Seriously. What the heck? Okay, 22 rounds here, 22 rounds there. Yeah, let's go with it. I know we get bullets for rewards and such. I just never like, you know, not having bullets. I know the game you're supposed to...
You're done, kid. Someone talks to the cops behind my back. Their history.
There's a wheelchair. That's what
Get
it was.
boys.
Okay, so snitches gets, well, more than stitches is what I'm thinking.
Drock. Whose idea was it to hide the crates in such a stupid way?
Yeah, you're like the first... No, okay, you're not technically the first. It's unusual to see a smuggling gang that knows illusion magic. This seems like common knowledge around this city. All right, what do we got?
No mercy, boys. He's been asking for this.
Okay, nice beating, and...
Get rid of him. Leave nothing but ashes.
No, I just
Understood?
don't actually like
Time
the...
to figure this
I
out.
don't actually like the unprofessionalism. I mean, seriously, he snitched. Just kill him. Shoot him in the head. The torture is unprofessional.
Whose idea was it to hide the crates in such a stupid way? You're done, kid.
All right.
Someone... No mercy, boys.
And
He's
boom.
been... Get rid of him. Leave nothing but ashes.
You could have just left him
Understood?
outside and had the monsters eat him.
Someone was looking for a crate here and was brutally killed. The crew that did it were headed up by a guy in a wheelchair.
Yeah, bitter old man with money is what I'm thinking. And we've got murder in the basement, and we should probably walk this off. Evidence collected, which is good, which means you get the bonus. Right. Alright, so... I gotta check. Yeah, we're actually... you getting the bonus to experience first was actually quite good. Okay, murder in the basement. The courier was brutally murdered, apparently looking for the crate hidden in the wall. His killers were led by a man in a wheelchair. Appears to be murdered for cooperating with the police. Great. Okay, so we've got the crate, and I think we're supposed to be paid for it, and we should probably let this guy know what's going on. I remember where the heck we were. Oh yeah, we've got to... It's right here. We gotta hit our own booth, and we're not gonna be able to walk the whole way, so... Yeah, there it is right there, but it's right through the infested zone, so no way in hell we're gonna be able to do it that way. Okay, so, pop in and out. Hang on. Okay, so we pop back here. That's the inn over there, or, sorry, the bar. And let's see what we got. Oh, wait, wrong door. Through here. There we go. Alright, so the bartender, I got some bad news for you, dude. First, I want to get paid because, you know, I'm just get paid first before I give him the bad news.
Here's your water of life.
Shh, keep it down, pal. Not too shabby, newcomer. You deserve a reward for this.
Okay, found your courier.
Well, I found your courier. I hate to break it to you, but he's dead. Someone didn't like him talking to the cops, and, well, they made it pretty savage.
What? Okay, I'm dead. He might think I was in on it.
He? Who's he?
The boss.
The thing is, we want to present ourselves as being helpful. I mean, we could just do that, don't care. We have been doing enough of a callous run that I could do this, but let's try to be helpful and insert ourselves into this situation without being a target of ire.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Nay, I'll handle it. But take my advice. The boss is the only man who can arrange a bon voyage. Don't do anything to make him unhappy. There, newcomer. Here's the note with your instructions. Beyond that, you're on your own.
Okay, thanks.
Farewell. Okay, so we've got the rescue crate. We've got 3 bullets, which is good. Bartender's instructions, casebook, first mine palace. And a wheelchair made an example of a courier by burning him alive for betrayal. I'm sure that will come up. Rendezvous point. However, I think we're coming up on the hour mark, so yeah, I'm probably going to call the episode here. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed it so far, and let's see. If you have been keeping up, this part is being recorded after the disaster. check the channel update if you want more information. But unfortunately, scheduling should be erratic. I'm going to try to put this out at least weekly, try to get the both do weekly things, but I can't promise to have a regular schedule while everything's disrupted. I'll do what I can. In any case, I hope you liked it. Of course, if you did, like, share, subscribe. If you really like it, down below are links to the Gumroad payment platform. Become a supporter, get access to additional material, and any additional material that I can't produce on a regular basis will be backdated and released when I get things stabilize again. I do like to keep my promises. Anyways, and of course, help unlock additional episodes for the channel. In any case, I will see you next time. Hope you have a good time and everyone stay fantastic. Yes, I have a catchphrase now. I'd like to thank my Acolyte level supporters whose contributions help this channel grow and hastens the inevitable digital apocalypse and rise of the Dark Lords of Content and Data.